Think back to the first time you typed a prompt into a chat box. That split second of silence before the text started streaming, it felt like magic, didn't it? But then reality set in. You asked for a vacation plan, and it gave you a beautiful list of places to see in Kathmandu, and then it stopped. You were still the one booking the flights and wrestling with calendar invites. But imagine a world where the AI acts, it books that flight, it reserves that boutique hotel, and even coordinates with your friends. That shift from a tool that talks to a partner that does is the agentic age. And honestly, it's about to change everything. Subscribe to keep up as I upload more in this series. I hope you like it. Let's get started. So, traditional chatbots are like smart vending machines. You ask a question, you get an answer. It's a linear transaction. Once the text stops, the connection goes off. It doesn't care if your vacation happens. Now, look at the agent. An agent focuses on goals, not questions. You don't ask what to do, you define what you want to achieve. It enters a loop, reasoning, acting, and also observing. It isn't following a script, it's navigating the world on your behalf. Autonomy, tool use, and long term memory. These are the building blocks of AI agents. So, what does it take to give an AI a sense of agency? Let's look at its anatomy. It starts with the brain. This is where the reasoning happens, where the language flows. But a brain in a jar is just a philosopher. To actually change the world, the brain needs limbs. It needs a way to reach out. First, we give it memory, not just the last few sentences, but a deep, searchable archive of everything it's learned and everything you've told it. Then we give it tools, the ability to search the web, write code, or talk to other APIs. These are the agent's hands. But hands without a plan just make a mess. So we add a planning layer, the ability to break a massive dream into 20 small, achievable steps. And finally, we give it the power to act, to step out, see what happens, and adapt. Brain memory, tools, and planning. Together, they create something that we now call as AI agents. Let's watch this in motion. We give it a goal. Research the top trending AI papers this week and find the common thread. It doesn't just start typing, it thinks and tells itself, I need fresh data, I need to search. It reaches for the web search tool, scanning thousands of pages in seconds. The data floods in, but more isn't always better. It stops to observe and see which of these are actually groundbreaking and start diving into the methodology. It filters out the noise, focusing on the signals that matter. Now it's making judgments, just like a human researcher would. Finally, it distills those complex ideas into a story, a clean, actionable summary delivered straight to you. All these process happens autonomously. Think about how you'd feel if you could only talk but never touch. That's an LLM without tools. But when we bridge that gap, that's when the magic really starts. We give it these tools like web intelligence, which is an infinite library of human knowledge. We give it a Python interpreter, the ability to run experiments and solve math that would break a normal brain. We give it your data, the context of your life and your work. And we give it the keys to the world: email, calendars, payments. The agent becomes a conductor. Plan my dinner. It doesn't just suggest a place, it checks your schedule. It finds a spot with an open table. It reads the reviews to make sure you'll like the vibe, and it books it. Now, to build something we can truly rely on, an agent needs three specific pillars of intelligence. First, memory, not just facts, but you, your preferences, your history, the way you like things done. This is the foundation of relationship. Second, reasoning, the ability to work through a problem step by step, explaining its logic as it goes. And third, planning, the foresight to anticipate hurdles before it hits them. If step one fails, it doesn't give up, it recalibrates. context, logic, foresight. This is the cognitive trifecta that turns a clever trick into a reliable companion. So, how do we actually bring these digital beings into our lives? Sometimes you just need a solo specialist, one agent, one mission, focused and fast. But the real breakthrough is the team, a researcher, a writer, and a critic, all working together in a digital symphony. They challenge each other, they refine, they create. And of course, there's you, human in the loop. The agent proposes the strategy, but you provide the soul, you approve the final call. We're moving along a technological revolution from tools we use to partners we trust. And we're moving faster than almost anyone realizes. This is just the beginning. These tools are practically used in sectors like healthcare, software development, and education. The world is changing, and the tools to build it are finally in our hands. In our next episode, we're going to get our hands dirty. We'll build intuition on multi-agent system from the ground up right here on screen. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to subscribe and hit the bell icon so you never miss an update.